Hello. This talk is titled as "A research scholar is uh, not an arrow of the bow of the research supervisor targeted towards the PhD." Now, why I have given this title? It has a similarity with archery. What happens to the bow of the archer when he gets his own arrow? He pits it and then pull the string and then release and targeting towards the bullseye. In this case, the bullseye is the PhD. Now, entire potential energy is of the archer, and he released it. Entire thing under the control of the skill of the archer, whether the arrow will hit or not. But in case of PhD, this many a time the expectation of the research scholars is just like this. You have been enrolled, registered, and you have find a guide has accepted you, and you find automatically do some work, and after 4 years, 3 or 4 years, you will get the PhD. And it doesn't happen, it is not happening in most of the cases. In your case, in PhD case, what is happening? You are an arrow, okay. You are an arrow, but the bow is not at the hand of the supervisor. The potential energy is your research scholar energy. He can motivate you to convert the potential energy to a kinetic energy, but you must have the potential energy. What is the role of supervisor? The supervisor can act as a radar. That okay, he knows the what is the bullseye, that what are the requirement of the PhD. He must have an idea about the landscape of the future landscape after at least 4-5 months. Okay, and he will have a guide you that you are not deflected towards that. And you can expect most of the time a supervisor takes a scholar, accepts a scholar if the scholar wants to work in his own area where he is building up his own capability, and he is also increasing the knowledge frontier in the knowledge frontier. So it is a win-win situation for both. So supervisor will definitely work hard also, but not like a archer. Number one. Number two, in some cases, the supervisor is quite good. Then the scholars approach him and he says that this is not my area, I cannot guide him. Then he requests that, sir, I will work as per your guidance. I have the domain knowledge. So supervisor may accept that case, and usually accept also as an exception. If he finds the area is interesting, and he can then act, what will be his role? His role will be to ask probing questions, to act as a devil's advocate, and to help you that you yourself have set the target. He can help you in setting the target. I can say that you are deviating from here. So he can help you in guiding the research as per your research questions. You have to formulate the research questions. Then again he can have his own idea of an overall experience of the PhD guidance to guide you in formulating these research questions. So at the same time, now another expectation is that I am not able to write anything. So supervisor cannot act as a copy editor, nor he will write on your behalf. So you have to write. Okay, when I say you, mean a research scholar. A research scholar has to draft, and supervisor can act as a critic, to help you put the logic in order and argument scientifically. and you have to answer those critics and go on refining it. So several times it may be rejected. I find many a times scholars are very frustrated when the supervisor rejects it is not up to the mark. That is the case, then you should not have that. Now, how you will have you will get the potential energy, provided you have the motivation to do the research. That's very important question. Many a times scholars come, then we ask, as a supervisor, we ask that what is your motivation, sir? Yes, I want to increase my knowledge and this. That does not simply work. You must have a positive motivation. That achievement motivation must come. That you must find some value in it. Value in the sense that you will value in the society. You will find value in your career growth. If that these things are not there, then simply it will be a good wish. Wishful thinking. I'll have a PhD. Wishful thinking. It you cannot have. Then during the process you will find, particularly the working executive I'm telling, he will have more pressure from the industry. Then why the progress is not advanced, not satisfactory, then you ask that why it is that, sir, I am not getting time. So much pressure. But these are usual. You have accepted these. These are usual things. A company, you are taking salary from the company. Company will pressurize you for your this you have to do. But you are not getting time means you are not prioritizing. Simply think, you are not prioritizing the PhD work. You cannot have, once I do recall my student days at the postgraduate level. There was a guest faculty came in our institute. His name was Knut Swart. He was a maintenance expert from Sweden. Under SIDA project he came. And he told that there is a story, there is a phrase in Denmark, in Sweden, that you cannot have egg and omelette together. If you want to have an omelette, you have to break the egg. So if you want to have a PhD, somewhere you have to compromise. You cannot have, very difficult, very difficult, that I will have both the target and give priority. No, it does not happen, and that creates a frustration of the supervisors at the same time as the scholar. Mind you, that supervisor is also have a great stake, because he is losing his one vacancy. He is losing the opportunity of publication. He has his own career. He has his own ambition. So, and his energy, and what he gets that one person has got under him as a PhD degree. So it is not the money. So you must justify that his own time and energy in spending on you. Okay, so to my sincere advice will be, first see that before you jump into a PhD, that okay, you have the requisite qualification, capability, everything is okay, but you have the good wish and you have a motivation, but are you ready to give priority to your PhD work? And if you don't give priority, then you will lose the track. You have to spend your own personal time in PhD, and present day industry situation, you cannot satisfy both. And don't think that PhD is automatic. PhD is a easy thing. Good PhD is not a easy thing. Is a very demanding task. It is creative in nature. It is not that you are spending time. It is creative in nature. Okay. Thank you very much.